Given its price of just $170, the MSI Pro B850-P is pretty much the cheapest AMD motherboard you can buy. So what sacrifices were made to achieve that price? Well, quite a few, or maybe not at all, depending on your personal priorities. Starting with CPU power, while we do have a 12+2+1 VRM config here, one of the weakest we've seen overall over on the B850 side, though again it really does not matter unless you're just hardcore into overclocking, and at least they still do keep the same 248 pins for CPU power as most other mid-range to high-end motherboards, and hey, the memory can still be overclocked all the way up to 8200 megatransfers per second, if not higher if you have the know-how. Then moving things down to the PC expansion, you do have 4 slots in total, the primary one being a Gen 5 16X slot, perfect for those Gen 5 graphics cards you can't even get. You also have another physical 16X slot that has, well, just 4 Gen 4 lanes, and then 2 1X Gen 3 slots, which are again physical 16, which again motherboard manufacturers, why? Just give us physical 1X slots so 1X cards look better in them. It's not that hard. Why do I have to yell at you every single video? But okay, what about the storage? Well, we do see just 3 slots here, even though we are able to see up to 4 on many other B850 boards. The primary one is, as you can expect, Gen 5. The second M.2 slot features 4 Gen 4 lanes, but the last one features just 2. Basically, any Gen 4 drive put in there will be half the speed of the others. And then add to that 4 SATA connectors, which, I mean, I can't really complain about at this kind of price. Other internal connections include 6 various fan headers, which I guess should be enough for most cases. And after that, the expected 3 addressable RGB connectors and 1 plain old-fashioned non-addressable one. Then finally moving to the rear I/O, you do have a mere 6 USB Type A ports, which may or may not be enough to fill your appetite for USB expandability, especially given how just 2 of them are actually faster than Gen 2. Now MSI do make up for it with the fact that you get 2 Type-C connectors, a pretty rare sight on B850, though sadly both of them are yet again 10 gigabit, just like what they did on a Tomahawk motherboard, even though this chipset is capable of up to 20. You also get HDMI for integrated graphics, which, let's be honest, you probably won't need anyway. And one thing that definitely made me chuckle is the fact that they're still keeping 5 gig networking even on such a budget product. Now don't get me wrong, I kind of like it that MSI are pushing 5 gigabit Ethernet on pretty much the entire stack, and for the people that will need it, it is going to be a useful thing, but on a $170 motherboard, well, most people aren't running 5 gig networking on that, so it's just pointless decadence that adds to the price. Now you also do get Wi-Fi 7 as to be expected, and unfortunately a mere 2 audio jacks and optical SPDIF, which I still think is unacceptable, and the rotten cherry on top is that it's running over the step down AOC 897 codec. So the only way I can really describe this motherboard is, well, nothing special, but then again, that's pretty much what you expect from a motherboard at this kind of price. However, it is surrounded by pretty tough competition if you just spend a couple of dollars more, and you can always get fantastic deals on last gen X670 or B650 boards instead. And you already know that I've made way too many videos on those motherboards, so definitely check them out if you're planning on buying any of them. However, even the fact that this is the cheapest new motherboard you can get for AMD is kind of a lie, because Gigabyte also have a play in that race at the exact same price, so you betcha that that board is also getting its own video sometime soon. But in the meantime, I mean, this one ain't half bad, so if you want to get it yourself, then our links to it will be up in the iCards and down in the video description below, where you'll also find a Patreon, because even a single $1 a month truly goes a long way. Plus huge thanks to Gavin Burns, Jason Rage, Ella Ronyak, Bartosz Woka, Patrick Harrison, Not a Pseudonym, Mexona, Shane Allcroft, and Love It Up. But anyway, that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.